um, Saturday edition again of, well, there's only one. I only do these lives, chair yoga lives, on a Saturday because, you know, I have a day job. I'm a journalist. And I do this because a lot of people I know are, they say, oh, okay, great, you're doing yoga. But the contortionist poses are something that they don't like to do because they're afraid, they're not flexible or whatever. So I said, let's make it accessible, and let's just, instead of a mat, let's just use a chair. You're supported. We're still doing yoga poses. We're still stretching. We're still strengthening our body parts. And perhaps when you've gained more confidence, then you can graduate to a mat or join classes. But anyway, so there you go. Okay, so I hope I'm able now to share this on my Facebook. Hi Tina, you're in both. Okay. There you go. All right. Okay, I think people are still getting to know my Facebook page, but I will share this later. I implore you to also share this in a watch party or in whatever way you can to help other people, and hopefully they too will benefit from the poses that we will do today. My internet is like really crazy. I don't know if it's going to be shared later, but anyway, let's proceed. It's already 5 o'clock. Okay. Hi Andre, this is just a shout out to my nephew Andre, who is joining us from La Union. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's start. I don't want to make this a very long session. I want to introduce to you some poses which you can do not just today, but let's say in between today and the next session, which is next Saturday. I'll do another Facebook Live or Instagram Live next Saturday, the same time. I'll make the poses as accessible to you. I'll give you options, but let's focus on some body parts. I don't want you to think that, you know, you have to be very flexible, you have to be very strong, but I'll give you cues where you know if it's okay with you, if it's the range of motion, if it's within your range of motion. But otherwise, let's do this. Okay, so let's start with our feet. Let's just wake up our feet and tell our feet that, you know, it's time for it to work. And we do that by just lifting all 10 toes up. Okay, and then once you lift them up, spread them, like really spread them, and then lay them back down. Essentially, I'm just coming come out. If these are my toes, we're going to lift the toes and then spread the toes, like actively spread them, and then bring them back to the floor. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, one more. Lift, spread, and then down. All right, now let's go to the heels. Let's lift this is your right, no? Lift your right heel, then simultaneously bring your right heel down as you lift your left heel. We'll do that a couple times. Inhale, just saying hello to our feet. Exhale, other heel. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale. So essentially we're like pointing, stretching the calves. And exhale. Here. We'll do a lot of pointing and flexing in a bit. Right. Okay, now let's just really wake up our legs for now. Run in place like this. You know, we're just energizing our feet, welcoming it for the next 30 minutes or less. All right. Okay, now we'll go for stretching our hamstrings next. Okay. So let's start with what is this side? I think this is your left side, no? Okay, let's start with your right side. So, stretch out that left side, that left knee, left leg. I'm getting confused. Okay. And again, bring those toes pointing toward you. We'll call it flex. Then, point it back. So, point and flex. Point and flex. Now, let's just add our hands. Okay, make the palms face up as the points are so essentially the toes are pointing up, the palms are pointing up as well. Okay, I'm just doing this because I can see that you can see me on the camera. And when we point the toes, we also rotate our palms so they point down. Okay. Inhale, point our toes up, palms up as well. Okay, I'll do this here. You can see me. And point the toes, thumbs down. Inhale, flex the feet, point the palms up, and we'll do that other way. You know, there's a lot of things that are happening now. Continue just doing it. Why don't we mess things up? Why don't we allow the palms to keep on facing toward the ceiling when we point the finger, point the toes? Okay? So point the toes, palms up, flex the toes, thumb down. So let's do that again. Point, thumb up, flex, thumb down. We'll do that simultaneously. Inhale and exhale. Now, let's add a couple more. Why don't we include bending, not folding, but leaning forward as we point, and then we roll the palms away. Inhale and exhale. You know, this is like life. There's a lot of things going on, and if you're getting confused, you may just want to focus on either your toes, your ankles, or just your hands. Because just doing this with your hands, it may look very simple, but you're actually working your shoulders. As well, when you bend forward, when you lean forward, keep your spine straight. Alright, let's rest there. But keep in mind that, you know, there's a lot of things happening, and it might help if we switch things up a bit. Okay, we'll do the other side this time. Okay, now, let's just reboot our mind with flexing. So this is flexing and pointing. Flexing and pointing. One more. Inhale as we exhale. Now, let's add the hands. But instead of sending them out to a T, we'll bring it up. So, choose whether you want to bring your hand up like this, or you want to bring your hand up like this. So notice which one feels yummier to your shoulders. Just make sure that you're not hunching your shoulders up. Let the fingers do the reaching up toward the ceiling, but allow your shoulders to go away from your ears. Tell your shoulders, relax shoulders. It's my fingers that are doing the reaching toward the ceiling. Okay, now flex and flex the toes. Hands are toward the ceiling. And then point the toes, bring your hands down. One more. Inhale, point toward the ceiling. Fingers and toes are toward the ceiling. Exhale, toes and hands and fingers toward the floor. One more. Inhale and exhale. Now, if you did this, let's approach the going toward the ceiling the other way. We'll do that. Inhale, flex the toes, fingers up. Exhale, bring it down. Why don't we bring the hands up toward the ceiling while we keep the toes pointed? Gulo, no? Inhale, and then flex the toes. there's a lot of things that are going on, and perhaps we kind of also need to change our mindsets. So you're moving your hands up and down as you're trying to remember to breathe. Sometimes you forget to breathe. And it's the other way around actually. For us to be more, to relax some more, we need to breathe. Okay, now we're going to add the leaning forward. Okay, and this is to feel the stretch in our hamstrings. Okay, so you may opt not to bring your hands up and down now, because I'd like you to focus on stretching your hamstrings now. Okay, there, but keep on pointing and flexing your toes. And let's stop here. Alright, we'll do this later. Okay, now, so how's everyone doing? All good at home? Okay. Hi, Yaya. Alright, now, let's just stretch our, no, why don't we hug our knee in? Okay, so for others, it might be, this might be something, okay, the point is not to send our chest toward the, what do you call this, the knee, okay, but try to send the belly close to the thigh, okay, and if this is difficult for you, you can just hold the back of your thigh, right? As long as there's that action, that effort of sending that belly toward the thigh. Okay. And then start to round your back and come back again. Now, can you make a de cuatro, like a figure 4 here? We want to stretch the outer hips this time and the inner thigh. Try not to yank that out, that knee over there, because it's going to mess these things up, and try to flex as well your ankle to protect this knee. Okay, again, bend forward, fold forward, okay, and come back again. When you do that, the focus is now on stretching this hip. Perhaps you can also feel it here. If this is like you're too flexible and nothing's happening here, you can pick up this shin, okay, and you may want to cradle it. Or another way, if you only if it's accessible for you, you can cradle it and just, you know, like rockabye baby it. Okay. Again, the focus is on our hip. Opening our hips. Then bring it back. Now we'll just go for a little twist. Keep on hugging your knee in. Then use this outer hand to hug it in. Okay. Then bring the other hand all the way to the back as we go for a gentle twist. Notice if your spine is rounding or if it's flexing. Keep the spine straight. And then notice also if your neck is doing this, because you're so used to looking at your laptop, can you bring your head on top of your shoulders? Just being more aware of our body parts. And then unwind everything, straighten this up, then bring it back. We'll do the same thing on the other side, of course. Okay, hug this in. Okay, again, send the belly close to the thigh. Hold this body part, whether here or here, but just allow the belly to say hello to the thigh. Okay. Once that's done, let's just do a finger 4. Allow this ankle to rest on the knee. Flex this. Don't yank this away. Okay? Just allow gravity to do its work. And for other people, it might look like this. As long as you feel the stretch in your outer hip, that's fine. keep it here. And for others who might need more, okay, pick it up and cradle it. Just choose whatever feels nice for you, as long as you go for the stretch on this hip area. All right. Once we're done, okay, so we've done the knee, the feet, the ankles, the hip. Oh, we haven't done the twist yet. So keep on hugging that in, and then say hello with this hand as we twist to the back. Okay. So the other people, they want to do this, but it depends. If you're very flexible and you have the space for it, go for it. But for the rest, for a lot of people, this is okay. Yeah. And notice if your neck is cranking, you don't need to go all the way looking toward the back. Just looking to this side of the room is fine. Then go, just do it. As long as you feel that yummy twist in the spine. One more inhale here, and exhale. Unwind everything down. Stretches out if you want. Okay. We'll just go for a quick cat and cow. You know, just to mobilize the spine this time. So when we cat, we arch our spine, our chest moves up. So we're doing cat and cow, chair style. And then when we cow, we round the back, chin to chest, look down. You can hold your knees. We'll do that one more time. When we do the cow, we inhale here. And can you try to bring your shoulder blades together? Okay. When you do that, you're opening the chest area. Inhale, and when you exhale, round the spine. Chin to chest, look at your belly. So one more time, inhale. Okay, really squeeze those shoulder blades in. And exhale. Let's just add some more. You know, life is complicated. So why don't we go for a cactus arms? When we do this, our elbows can be pushed back so that our shoulder blades are really squeezing together. Inhale, and as we exhale, round the back, expand the back. Inhale, one more time, cactus. And when we exhale this time, we'll go all the way and fold forward. All the way here. So this might be you. Just allow your back to round, or you may even open your knees wider so you can fold forward. These are big movements now. Come back to cactus. We inhale here, we're opening up the chest area, and then exhale, rounding the back. One more, inhale, cactus, opening up the chest area. Some people don't like this because they feel vulnerable. Heart area is something they don't want to expose. And exhale, come all the way down. Alright, and come back to center. Now, let's just do one of the popular poses on the mat called the crescent lunge. So I'd like you to face this one part of your chair, the other one side of your room. I hope you're in a chair and you're not in a sofa. But if you're in a sofa, if you don't mind moving to a chair, because I'd like you to be able to send your heel toward the side of the chair, and then move a little forward to the edge of your chair so that you have space to bring this entire leg toward the back. Okay, so we're like doing a crescent lunge version pero in the chair. Okay. Why are we doing this? Because I'd like you to be able to open the hip flexor. When you're sitting, you're always like this. So in this case, for this chair yoga, I'd like you to be able to open this up. Some people may be able to straighten the back leg, but it might cause you to arch your spine like this. So I'd like you to keep your spine long and straight. And if this is okay with you, you already feel the stretch, stay here. Then hold the backrest. I hope you have a backrest to just keep you stable. Now bring your hand up, your outer hand up. You may even want to do a little back bend. And when you do a back bend, make sure that you're engaging your core. Every back bends, you need to engage your core. And exhale, bring it down. 2 more times. Inhale. Like really one big inhale and then one big exhale. Last, inhale and exhale. How are you? How did you find that? It's a major stretch over here. Okay, we have another side. Of course, you have 2 sides, within the 3. Now, again, just send the other knee over this side and allow your butt to like just hang out on the front edge of your chair. Okay, then send that heel toward the back for crescent lunge, chair style. Nothing but. Okay. So again, if you can straighten it out without arching your back, okay, just keep it here depending on how open your hips are. Stay there, keep your toes tucked in for support. Now, if this is too much for you, as long as you feel the stretch here, stay there. Okay? Keep your spine long and straight, and you know, you're not rounding, you're not arching. It's just beautifully and wonderfully like this. Okay, we're in crescent lunge. And when we're here, once we feel we're balanced, we bring one hand up, outer hand up. Try to go for a back bend. If this is too much, if here it's already a lot, as long as you feel a stretch on your side body, stay there, or go for a back bend. Engage your core, and bring your hand down. One more time, inhale, and exhale. No rush. We're just here on a Saturday. We're just trying to wake up a lot of our body parts. You may want to also do this again in between Saturdays, just to wake up, just to say hello, just to discover the body parts you have, as I've done. And on your last cycle, stay here. And woo! Did you feel that? I can feel that. Woo! How are you, Yoga Lala? Hi, Nadine, my friend, my loves. All right, okay. I usually end my chair sessions with a flow. In yoga on the mat, we do sun salutation, which is like basically an an entire body stretch and strengthening poses. And since we're on a chair, we'll do it chair style. Okay, watch me first because I'll give you some cues. We'll incorporate a lot of the cat and cow, fold forwards, and hamstring stretch as I prepared you to do a while ago. Okay, so let's start in the prayer pose. And when we inhale, we bring our hands up. You may want to bring your hands up like this, like what we did a while ago. Circle it out, or you may want to bring it up like this. Whichever, as long as your fingers are all the way up. Okay, not everybody is the same, so just choose. So this is an inhale. Okay, and as we exhale, come and fold all the way down. So choose if you want to fold. When you're folding, you're rounding your back, and you may want to either keep your feet together or apart depending on your body. Okay, so this is rounding your back. And when we exhale, bring your palms forward. Okay. So notice that you're trying to a while ago, when we did the cactus, we were squeezing our shoulder blades together. So in this way, this is like the equivalent of plank on the mat. So push your palms away. Your shoulder blades are apart. You're pushing them apart. Okay? And then, when you exhale, you can come to cactus arms with grace like this. Now, squeeze your shoulder blades in. Show off your heart area. Okay? And then when we exhale, this is the exciting part. Stretch both your feet forward. We'll do the downward facing dog chair style. So stretch those feet out forward, okay? And your ankles are flexed, toes are facing you. Then bring your hands up toward the ceiling, then fold forward. You're basically in a letter V. So you're in a V. This is downward facing dog. So it helps if you're at the edge of your seat. Okay. So you're feeling a stretch in your hamstrings. Your body sides are stretched as well. You feel an expansion over here. It's an entire body work. Everything is alive here. Okay. And then, when you inhale, bring your hands up, torso back, bend your knees, and come back to the center. Okay. We'll do that a couple of times. We'll do that as slowly as we can. I'll cue you through it. It's our sun salutation chair style. And I'll cue in the breath, whether it's an inhale or an exhale, for every pose. So let's do this. Alright? Thumbs up if you're ready for this. Okay? We'll do this like 5 to 6 cycles to warm up our entire body. Alright? So hands on the heart center. Inhale. Bring your hands up. Find your fingers all the way to the ceiling. Whether you circled it, swept it around or forward. Okay? And exhale, we're going to fold all the way down, round your back. And when you inhale, come to plank. Palms are facing forward. Your shoulders are pushing forward as well. Now we're going to exhale for cactus. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Heart center is open. You can arch your spine. And then exhale. Okay, we'll do this. Downward facing dog. Stretch your feet out as you bring your hands up and bend forward. You're in a letter V. This is your downward facing dog chair style. Keep your spine long and straight. Inhale. Fold our feet, bend our knees back, torsos back to the center, hands up, and bring your hands down. Good? Okay, give me a thumbs up. If you get that, we'll do that a couple more times now. Alright, let's do it. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward, round your spine. Inhale to plank, palms forward. Push your palms away. Exhale to cactus arms. Open your heart center. Okay, inhale. Let's straighten those legs out. Hands to the ceiling. Fold a little forward for a downward facing dog. Inhale. Bring your palms back to the ceiling. Bend your knees. Exhale. Come back. One more. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Round your spine. Inhale, plank. Push your shoulders away. Exhale, cactus arms. Open your heart. Inhale, downward facing dog. Lean forward a bit. Keep your spine long and straight. Inhale, hands up, bend your knees, straighten your spine. Inhale, exhale, back to the heart center. Couple more times. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, round your spine, fold forward. Inhale to plank, push. Exhale, cactus arms, open your heart. Inhale, hands up, straighten your feet together, feet to the front, downward facing dog. Exhale, come back to center, and release. Couple more. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, round your spine, fold forward. Inhale, plank, push. Inhale, heart centers open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release. Last, inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Make this count. This is the last. Inhale, push, plank. Exhale, open the heart. Okay. Inhale, downward facing dog. Straighten those hamstrings. Stretch those hamstrings. Feel the stretch in your side bodies. Exhale, come back, and release everything down. Close your eyes and just feel your heart beating. And notice if you feel there's more heat in parts of your body after these 30 minutes practice. Okay. Keep on inhaling. And one big exhale. Let's take one big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more. Couple more. Last. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this short practice. And I hope you got to know your body more, and you woke up parts of you that you never knew existed before. And I'm really, really thankful that you stayed on. Okay, hi Nadine. Love that one. Thanks, Claire. Really, thank you. And Marvin, you're here as well. So we're going to do this again on Saturday, next June 17. And please do follow my new Facebook page, Lala Move. I will post a lot of my yoga related or health and wellness related activities there. So see you again, and I hope you have a nice rest of the week. Namaste.